Here we are at 1180 Mount Olive Church Road in Nichols, South Carolina. We're going to give you a guided virtual tour of this property. This home of just over 2,000 square feet sits on over 3 acres of land in a beautiful, peaceful setting just a few minutes from Myrtle Beach. We're going to walk around and just give you a guided virtual tour of what we think of this property. And the yard is spectacular, huge, what they call historical live oak trees. I've got a little bit of laryngitis, so excuse my voice. We're walking across the front yard towards the front of the house, as you can see. And we're going to walk up those stairs into the great room.
Tad, this is an awfully big yard. We should have started a little bit closer and wouldn't have to walk quite as far.
Yeah, we're gonna be tired. You're gonna be tired. Just get some popcorn because we're gonna show you around.
And we need to go ahead and tell you, this is definitely a amateur video. We are not professionals. Everything that you hear on here, make sure that you ask us to verify that information. We're walking into the foyer of the house. You're going to notice the fantastic hardwood floors, a gigantic family room off to the right with a fireplace. The couple that lives here is currently renting this home and obviously do not use this room too often. Pretty unusual in a house of this age to have smooth ceilings, but this room does have smooth ceilings.
Large windows let a lot of light into this area, and there are unique pocket doors that close off this room for the rest of the house. A house this age, you don't see that very often. Hardwood floors continue into this area, which would be more of an informal living area. Scott, you can tell a little bit about these floors because they're a little different.
Yeah, a little bit of knotty pine floors that they have put tacks into, and you can see those in the floor, how they tack them down. When we first listed this house, a lot of these floors were covered with carpet. The current tenant decided to take the carpet out and did some refinishing of the floors, and they turned out great. This is probably my favorite room in the house. You can see the cross beams that add a lot of character to it. The fireplace with the brick that runs the entire width of this room. Pretty interesting, and you see this in a lot of the older homes. On the right-hand side of the fireplace is your wood cabinet. So on the back side of this room is the garage, which you'll see shortly. You can load your wood in here and stock it up so you're not having to trudge outside during the cold winter night. Not that we have that many cold nights, but when you do, you certainly don't want to have to travel too far to get it.
Big rooms in this house. You'll notice as we walk through. Hopefully you can get an idea of the space. Built-ins on the other side of this room across from the fireplace. I don't know the dimensions of this room. You can check that in the report, but this is both these rooms we've walked through so far are pretty large.
Off of this room, which I would call the big family room, is a Carolina room. It actually has several windows, access into the garage area, as you see in that doorway right in front of you. The floor covering here is brick, so it makes it nice for cleaning up.
Ceiling fan.
Blinds were open. You would see a lot of light coming through here. I apologize, I should have opened that up beforehand. The view that you would have, I'll step to this door and you can see the backyard. Now the property line goes up to what I'm going to call the farmland directly behind here. So it's a pretty defined line that I'm zooming in on, and that is going to be the property line that exists for this property. And we'll cover some of this backyard here in just a little while. Step back into the house, come through the sunroom, back into the great room or family room that we already showed you, and we'll turn into the eat-in kitchen area.
The kitchen has plenty of room. Again, it's long. There are a few things that need to be, as you can see from the pictures that we've given you, a few things that are unique, but a few things that need to be updated here. This is one of my favorite features of the house. As Scott mentioned earlier, this brick cooktop, brick surround around this cooktop in a vent area built for someone who likes to entertain and likes to cook. With just a little bit of TLC, some of this could be restored and be a really neat feature in this house, I think.
This is a pretty neat feature here, Tad. This big opening that you're seeing right now is for a gas fireplace. It was plumbed at one time. We would have to check and have an inspector determine if that gas is still available, if there's a line still available there. But that used to be for a gas fire, a gas oven. Off of the kitchen, you'll notice they have a room that they've designated as a laundry room. In that doorway right there is a half bathroom that probably needs a little bit of renovation work to finish it. So that could easily be turned into another small eat-in kitchen area or dining area that has a great view of the backyard and the very mature oak trees. Back into the kitchen, you're going to notice that they have done some renovation. The cabinets you're seeing right now and the cabinets below the counters on the sink side of the kitchen are the original cabinets that were in here. On the other side of the kitchen, you'll notice that they have replaced the older cabinets, put in a lot newer, nicer cabinets, glass face, just an extra touch that the current owner did before they decided to sell this property.
Leaving the kitchen, we'll go into the dining room. And again, this house just is a lot larger than the dimensions show. Beautiful windows here, hardwood floors again, nice wood, I guess that's called wainscoting around the dining room. Plenty of room in here for entertaining. That's a rather large table, and there's lots of room around it for a hutches or whatever else you might want to put here. Nice view of the backyard. And from the dining room back out into the hallway, you can see the foyer that we came in a moment ago. We've gone counterclockwise around the house. Now we're going to turn back to the right and show you the bedrooms. There are several down this hallway. Enter into a decent sized room with a closet. Big window again, ceiling fan, and some molding around. And this bedroom's unique in that it has two doors. We'll go out the other side of the room, back out into the hallway. And two entrances into that bedroom. They've actually got it set as a playroom. Bedroom across the hall is a little bit larger. Been painted recently and has a ceiling fan, two large windows.
This room is unique. This bedroom is kind of unique, and it shares a Jack and Jill bathroom with the next bedroom. This is always a pretty interesting little catch in this house. Tad, if you'll lift that up and just kind of show them. This is the old 1970s makeup cabinet that's built right into the countertop of this bathroom counter. Pretty neat little extra added feature. Not that you may or may not keep it, but another neat little feature was with your toothbrush holder. So just some small things that stand out in this